What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, my name is Tyron Tyson. I'm the business golfer, and right now I'm here to bring y'all on a special day. I'm currently taking a tour and getting around in at a country club that I'm interested in joining right now. This is like a big milestone and moment for me, so I wanted to get some content, record this, and bring y'all along the way so that y'all can see the course as well as just get to experience this with me. So. You guys are probably wondering, why are you joining a country club? Well, I'm a 100% certified institutional golf addict, right? Like, I'm crazy about this. And, you'll realize that as you go further on in your golf journey and you mature, you start to want more. And more in golf is expensive. So I've gotten to this point in my golf journey where it only makes sense. And listen, it's like you got to get to a point in your game where you're playing enough, where you're practicing enough. I mean, I'm spending at least $100 a month, really more, at the driving range to practice. I would like a nice practice area that I can go to every day, work on my short game, work on my putting, work on my irons, work on my woods. And you super limited at your public driving ranges and at your public courses. So I just got to the point where, I'm at a point in my business as a financial advisor. Financially, I'm at a point where it makes sense and it's affordable. And I've also gotten to a point as an adult where my network has completely just vanished. And when I say my network, I'm just referring to, like-minded individuals near my age that are doing things that are ancillary or, could be a resource to me. I just feel like I'm kind of moving in the day-to-day solo dolo, trying to figure it out, dealing with entrepreneurship. So I'd like to get a community of golfers and friends that I can play with consistently and end up calling them family. So that's what I got to a point where now I'm looking for that. I feel like I'm living a dream right now because I always heard of the country club lifestyle. I always heard of people being members. There are even people that I know that went to private schools who they grew up in the country club atmosphere. And, I just thought that would be something for me that I would be able to achieve kind of later on in my life, and not this soon. But now I see the reason and the benefit for it. And it's like, that this is what I want, Kind of bums me out to be able to have to play the same course over and over and be paying so much, but I'll take it if I can play golf at a higher rate, And then if anybody's out here paying for a country club membership, most likely they pretty serious about golf. And that's where I found an issue where I started to play with a lot of people that just weren't serious about the game and they were just happy to be out while I'm trying to go low, and now they messing me up. As excited as I am to join a country club, I am a little bit nervous because it's the first time for me. I've only attended country clubs as guests, and then even that, it's a little nerve-wracking because you don't know the rules, you don't know the culture. You get looks, and not like racial looks, but looks because it's like, who is this guy? Who's this new guy at our club? So it really becomes a community, like a fraternity or sorority, and people raise their kids together. So I'm kind of nervous because I know there's going to be a culture shock. Like, you got to have a belt on, you got to wear your shirt tucked in. So yeah, a little bit of a culture shock, but I'm excited for a new journey. And what I'm really worried about is I just want to make sure my game can speak for itself. Like, I'm not worried about how people view me. I'm not worried about, who I know. I'm looking to make friends, looking to meet people, but I'm looking to whip some ass in golf. But this course is playing beautiful. I couldn't imagine playing this every day. one thing I will say, pace of play is not an issue at all, man. We have not stopped balling since we started. I feel like we on pace to get a 3.5, maybe 3:45-minute round in. And I ain't never did that unless I was playing by myself. So that's eye-opening. So through my research, I'm just learning the benefits and purposes of being a member. It's kind of not to catch a deal on golf, but for more convenience. You go to the local public munis and the public courses out here, man, pace of play is terrible. They're nickel and diming you for cart fees and pace of play is, did I say pace of play? Trying to get a tee time is tough. Like, people be hawking on a tee time scheduler, booking a week out, 2 weeks out. So it's really all about trying to make it better for you, make it more convenient for you and your family, so that you can play more golf, so that you can, be accessible. I don't know, man. I feel like this opportunity that I got is few and far between, just in the way it happened. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell y'all how I even came across this club, because it's not the first country club that I went to, I inquired about, but it's the first one I really think that, all right, I might become a member. I might take this thing seriously. All right, so let me tell y'all how I even found out about membership to this club. It's funny how small of a world Baltimore is, but it's even smaller when you golf. So the gym I go to, and I was working out there, I had a golf shirt on. Another gentleman had noticed the golf shirt and was like, hey, you golf? We ended up connecting, getting each other's information. And then one day he had told me, like, hey, the coach for the local college goes here as well. And he ended up pointing me out to him, well, pointing him out to me. And at that time, I really didn't know what to do with the information, but I sat on it for a while, and then ended up shooting a couple low rounds. Got a little ahead of myself. So that's when I ran into the golf coach at the gym, and when I finally met him, I'm like, hey man, where are the guys that really play golf? Where do they play at? And he was like, you heard of this country club? I'm like, nah. He's like, well, that's where they play at. He had ended up letting me know that, it was a previously shut down country club. It was shut down for a year and just reopened. They had an introductory membership, which was affordable for me to get in, and I was like, man, this kind of works out perfectly. Let me hit this shot. Let me see. So I asked him, and initially I didn't understand why. And after talking to more of my friends, I started to understand, like, all right, once you start to look for better golfers, you got to start paying for access to better courses. You got to start paying for access to clubs. Now, this is what I will say. I'm no PGA pro. I'm no scratch golfer at all. You know what I'm saying? This year, I broke 90 for the first time. I shot my lowest round at 85. But I know I have the potential and I have the desire to be a scratch golfer one day. So now I have the opportunity to play with people that are better than me. And when I say it's motivating, because now I'm the little fish again. You know what I'm saying? And I like going against adversity. I like fighting against the odds. I like people counting me out and then proving them wrong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I get to a point of I'm the big dog or I'm the top guy, and now you got to worry about people behind you, and you get lazy or complacent. As the underdog, you always have something to shoot for, something to fight against. And I feel like now it's just like my man Nipsey Hussle said, I accomplished all my old goals, now I gotta make new ones. So we got some new goals on the list. And when I tell you I'm playing with some sharks right now, a bunch of older gentlemen hitting it straight as an arrow. The members who I'm playing with, really nice. The course is really nice. Meeting all the staff, they're really nice. So I think I really made my decision, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm not a big commitment guy. I hate making commitments and having to stick to them, but I really want to see this through, see how much value I can bring to this community in a year, in 365 days. Yeah, man. I just wanted to give you guys some insight and some access. I'll give you guys some views of the course and, you know what I'm saying, what it actually looks like. But I wish I had a video like this when I started playing golf. Put me on game, let me know what's going on. I guess I got to make that video for the next man.